Hello students, good morning. Let's start today's class. Dear student, I hope you will be fine and safe at your home. And from today, we are going to start our half yearly course. Before this, we had studied about periodic and we will study from chapter 5 to 9 for half yearly exam. In that series, first lesson that we are going to discuss about is chapter 5, the Northern Plains. The Northern Plains. Dear student, it is the part of landform of India in which we are living, and we are living in Northern Plains. We also are we are also living in Northern Plains. So in this lesson we will study about the location and extent of the Northern Plains, and in this lesson we will also discuss about the three river basins: Satluj river basin, the Ganga river basin and the Brahmaputra river basin. And after that we will see the importance of northern plains. The importance of northern plains in which we are living, and you can see here location and extent of the northern plains. First of all, today we will see the extent, location and extent of the northern plains, means where it is located and what is the stretch of the northern plains, from where to where it stretches. So the northern plains are among the most densely populated region of the world. Dear student, the northern plains are among the most densely populated regions of the world. Most densely populated regions of the world. Why? Dear student, India have different types of landform, and in all landform life is easy in the northern plains in comparison with other landforms of India. For example, mountains, desert, plateau, island. In this, among this plain, northern plains are very useful and very comfortable, and in northern plains life is very easy. So that's why here is most densely populated, it is the most densely populated regions of the world. Most densely populated regions of the world. And next one is, these plains are located to the south of the Himalaya. Dear student, where Himalayas border end, from there you can say the northern plains are located to the south of the Himalayas. It is located to the south of the Himalayas. They lie almost parallel to the Himalayas. Means northern plains lies to the parallel to the Himalayas, and next is the extension of, or you can say extending from, means northern plains extending from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. The plains stretch over a length of 2,400 kilometers and about 150 to 300 kilometers wide. Means the northern plains extending from Punjab in the west to Assam in the east. The plains stretch over a length of 2,400 kilometers and are about 150 to 300 kilometers wide. So it is the extending position, it is the extension of northern plains. And next is northern plain, they cover the state of Punjab. Means in northern plains, which states are there, that we can say these states are the part of the northern plains. So in the northern plains, some states like Punjab, West Bengal, Haryana, the National Capital Territory of Delhi, our Uttar Pradesh, where we are living, and Bihar and parts of Assam. So it stretches in the west from Punjab to in the east Assam, and these are the states and territory which fall in the northern plains. So, dear student, it is very important for you, learn it properly, which states are there in northern plains and which territory. So, next thing is, the northern plains comprise flat and level land. The northern plains comprise flat and level land. Dear student, here lands, most of the land, major part of the land is plain and flat. The rivers that originate in the Himalayas flow through the plains. Yes, student, the river which originate from the Himalayas flow through the northern plains. Next is, these rivers are snow-fed. These rivers are snow-fed and have water throughout the year. These rivers are snow-fed. These rivers are snow-fed means the water, these rivers get water from the snow, melting of snow, and have water throughout the year. This is why they are known as perennial rivers. Have water throughout the year. This is why are known as perennial rivers. They bring fine silt from the Himalayas. What they bring? Fine silt from the Himalayas. And what is the use of silt and how silt is useful for us? The fine silt is called alluvium, and this fine silt is also called alluvium, that makes the soil fertile. So Dear student, silt is also called alluvium, and alluvium makes the soil fertile. Fertile means होता है उपजाऊ, means a part of land which have power, which have capacity to grow crops. A part of land which can grow crops are called fertile land, and the opposite is fertile. Opposite is barren. Barren means a part of land which have no power to grow crops, which are unable to grow crops. Such types of land are called barren land. So my dear student, it's all about our today's class. We will meet in our next class, and be careful about your study and learn the lesson many times. Dear student, learn the lesson many times and find out the solution, and enjoy your day. Have a nice day.